Toyota Avensis here with us today. This car's been near a building site or where some building work's been going on, and unfortunately and inadvertently the car has been covered in all these white specks. You see, it's paint, so it's all round the car. Just do a video of showing that. A little bit less on this panel here as I've already started working on that, but the kind of process we're using is just using a few different solvents to actually soften the paint up without damaging the paint underneath. Then removing it, then it'll be a case of probably repolishing all of the panels to get the shine that will be underneath. Because of the solvents that we're using, it will dull down some of the paint, but we will have to be careful, as the car has, maybe you can see in this video, it's had some paint along this side of the car, actual car paint that is, repair. So we'll have to be extra careful with that, just to make sure we don't cause any damage to the car paint. But we'll do another video from here showcasing the finished results. How you doing, Connor? Yeah, not so bad. We've got the car here covered in paints. Just softening it all up right now using a solvent. It's not the strongest solvent. Reason for that is this car's had paints and repairs in the past, so we don't want to disturb that or cause any further damage. So I'm just going over these panels here, removing the paint slowly but surely, and then just waxing it afterwards.
Okay, but it's all looking good. It's coming off. I can see quite a bit on the back here still to do.
Yeah, quite a bit on there. Again, we're going to have to use quite a weak solvent to get that off, as to not cause any marking to the plastic.
Oh, I see. Okay, so far so good.
Yeah, all right. So what's happening with the car now, Gary?
Well, I'm having to buff a few bits off because although the car might have been quite dirty, some of the paint that's splattered on it has gripped the paint and some hasn't. But this has got some previous bodywork, and we've not been able to get it off using a solvent without damaging the previous bodywork. So, it's brute force and ignorance. We have to buff it with a buffing machine, and the benefit is it all comes up nice and shiny. So the lady's going to have a really shiny, clean car as well. We've got to cut it and delete that. I can't be saying.
So what are you doing with the buffing machine, Gary?
Some of the paintwork is not original, so using a strong solvent could affect the paint that's been repainted. And some parts of the car, when the paint was spluttered on, was dirty, so the paint just went on the dirt, so it comes off easy. But other parts, it hasn't come off very easy. It really has stuck well. So we just have another way of doing it. Most of it's come off using solvents, but the last few bits we're buffing off with a buffing machine, and the car's going to come up super shiny as a result of that. So the lady will be very pleased with it.
Right, so the Toyota Avensis is all done and dusted now. All the paint's removed. On the camera here, it might look as though there are a few bits of paint left on there, but there's just a few scratches and bits of damage around the car, so it can look like the paint's still on in a few places. But we've had to buff quite a few bits of the car to get it looking how it is. Some of the paint was difficult to remove, but ultimately it's resulted in a nice green and shiny car for the owner, and that's a job all done.